How do you create and graph an equation of a circle? This is from section 12-5 out of your textbooks. Here's an example what your notes should look like to take notes from this video. This is only one video title for these notes. There's no video title 2 or 3. Once you review your notes, then write your 3 to 4 sentence summary. Okay, just a reminder, you should write everything down that you see on the video, and then when you're ready to follow along with me, you can go ahead and push resume. So this is the information that we need. These are the notes that we need to tackle the next couple of examples. Here, it gives you the equation of a circle. So the center of a circle is given by these variables, h and k. So that's the center of your circle on a coordinate plane. And you'll be given that point, h and k. Or you may have to locate that point. The radius of the circle is given by r. R represents the radius, so that's not too confusing. Therefore, the equation of a circle in standard form is x minus h, so that's center h, plus y minus k, that's center k, squared, and I forgot the squared part here. Where is it at? There we go, squared part there, is going to equal r squared. This is the standard form of equation for a circle. It's a type of conic equation, and there are many types of conic equations, but we are only going to discuss equations of a circle. So you're going to need to know this formula, also the center of a circle, and that r represents the radius in order to derive or create an equation of a circle, or use the standard form of the equation of a circle to graph a circle on a coordinate plane. Okay, here is our first example. We need to find the equation of a circle. We're looking at circle A. I just realized circle A is a little cut off, so there you go. Because you'll need to count the radius. Make sure that you have written down the center is, the radius is, and the equation is, because we need to locate all of these. We need to locate these two pieces of information from the circle in order to derive or create the equation of a circle. So the center is going to be the center of your circle. So in this case, we have the center here, and the center is at point 16, 9. Then we need to know the radius, so that's how many units from the center of the circle to the edge of a circle. And it's easiest to count when we're doing vertically, or we could count horizontally. So let's count this way horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So that means our radius is 5. Write that down, and then go ahead and see if you can derive the equation of a circle. When you're ready to see the answers, go ahead and push resume. Okay, here is the answers. So let's go ahead and check your work. I was wrong about the y value being 9. I forgot they go by 2, so it should have been 10. So the center is 16, 10. The radius is 10 units. Oh my goodness, and I counted by 1s, and that's why I got 5. So remember, we're going by 2s, so I'm making some mistakes here. So go by 2s, and then you would get 10 for your radius. And then we'll plug all that into the equation of a circle. So here's h for 16, k for 10, and then the radius is 10. We do r squared here, the radius squared, so we get 100. And this is the equation of our circle. Now you should bring any questions that you have to class. Let's go and look at another example. Let's see if you could try it on your own. We're going to look at circle B now. Okay, here for our second example, we're going to find the equation of a circle, and we're going to look at circle B now instead of circle A. And so looking at circle B, remember we're going by 2s on the x and y axis because I made a lot of mistakes with the last example, not counting correctly, forgetting that we're going by 2s. So go ahead and find the center of circle B. Center of circle B, find the radius of circle B, and then create your equation. Okay, here is our answers. Hopefully you got them correct. Let's take a look at circle B. The center is at 4 up to 20, so 420. The radius is 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it has the same radius as circle A, which means they're probably congruent circles. And then we come up with the equation. We do x minus the h, which is 4, y minus the k, which is 20, and then that equals the 10 squared, which equals 100. Now let's look at some examples of graphing a circle given the equation. Okay, let's go ahead and test yourself a little bit. Here's the equation of a circle. I want to know what is the center and what is the radius. Go ahead and try that on your own, and when you're ready to follow along, go ahead and resume the video. Okay, hopefully you paused the video and found the center and the radius. Now let's display what those answers are. The center should have been 3, 2, and the radius is 3. So once we have the center and the radius, now we can begin graphing our circle. So I'm going to go ahead and enlarge this picture. There we go. So I can graph my circle. And I need to go to center 3, 2. So remember, these go by 2. So 3's right here. So 3 and then 2's here. So this is the center of my circle. And then the radius is 3. So notice I had to do 9 squared to find the radius. And don't forget that this is h and this is k. So yes, I take the square root of 9 and I get the radius to be 3. So I count 3 units. 1, 2, 3 units right there. And I'm going to go in all directions, north, south, east, and west for this circle, drawing where the radius would end up if I go 3 units away. And then I can connect all those 4 dots to create this perfect circle, right? Very nice. With the center of 3, 2. You don't really need that last part. There you go. Okay. Okay, now it's time for you to practice on your own. So go ahead and take a look at this equation of a circle, and let's graph the circle. Go ahead and identify the center and the radius. And when you're ready to follow along with me, go ahead and resume the video. Okay, hopefully you found the center and the radius. This one's a little tricky because look here, I have a +4 instead of a -4. Normally it should be minus in the middle, right? So let's see what our center is and our radius is. There we go. So because this was a plus, it was a -4 for the center, and the y was 1. And then we take the square root of the r squared to get r, which is 5. Now I'm going to enlarge my graph so that I can graph this circle very nicely. There we go. And let's go ahead and plot our center, which is at -4, which is here, and +1 here. Oops, a little bit off from the center. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and do 5 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in all directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And now I can connect all 5 dots to create my circle. Okay, with the center of -4, 1. Okay, go ahead and write everything you see here, and then when you're ready to follow along with me, go ahead and push resume. Now remember, before we looked at the notes, how to find, for the equation of a circle, we identified the center and the radius. Then we looked at some examples of looking at circles and creating the equation. Then we were given the equation and had to graph the circle. And now we don't have a graph, or we don't have a graph of a circle or need to graph a circle. Instead, we need to create the equation of the circle just given the information. So you need to write the standard form of the equation of a circle given the center 4, 7 and radius of 5. Let's go ahead and reveal the answer for this. And here it is. Center is 4, so 4 goes here. 7 for k goes here. And then we square the 5 to get 25. And this is the standard form for the equation of a circle. Okay, let's go one level up. Let's go and give you a negative in the center to see if you can create the standard form of the equation of a circle. And the radius is going to be a decimal, but we still do the same thing. Remember that if you need r squared, you're just going to square this number. Go ahead and create the equation of a circle here. And then when you're ready to check your answer and follow along with my voice, go ahead and push resume. Okay, I'll assume that you paused, you tried it, you have an equation of a circle on your paper, and now you're ready to see the answer. Here is the answer. Let's take a look. Since we have a -3 here, it should be x minus -3. The double negatives make it a positive. Then we put in 8 here, which is y minus 8, and then you square 6.2 to get 38.44. And now here's the equation of a circle. So I just proved to you and shown you that you can even have a decimal as part of your answer, not just whole numbers. Okay, so we have looked at multiple examples. We first looked at the standard form of equation of a circle and what each variable represents. Then we had to look at graphs of circles and create equations. We then had to be given an equation and graph a circle. And the last type of examples that we looked at We were given the information and we had to create the equation from the given information. Now that you've had some experience creating and graphing equations for circles, you can now answer this question, and that will create your 3 to 4 sentence summary at the end of your notes. How do you create and graph an equation of a circle? Bring any questions that you have to class.